Okay, good morning. Welcome to the London session. Like I said, I apologize for my voice in advance. I had to force myself to wake up. Okay, let's get to it because the markets are moving. Let's jump through it quickly. Let's go through this pairs as quick as we can so we can have a mini lesson at the end. And please reserve all your questions towards the end so that I can just take my time and go through these. Okay, so we are looking at the dollar, and yesterday I did mention about, or I didn't even give you a lesson on this. Okay, if I drop down to the hourly, you will see how beautiful it works. Okay, so you can see we did climb above this previous range, okay, and we closed inside it, and that's when I sent that's when I sent that the dollar has tipped its hand. Okay, this with this candle closing above this, yeah, it's just like a flipped on the flip side where we have a high and then price closes inside. Okay, you just have to turn it around, and then price should find support. Usually price should find support at this line. All right, so that's what we got. And if you are wondering how I knew euro was going to fall like that, it's just price action, right? The pattern I taught you guys. So we're hitting a level, we're running a previous low, and then we trade we're trading above this down candle. Yeah, that's your rejection pattern. Okay, so the next candle opens is gonna dip inside this one and then rocket off. So when this one closed and that one opened, hitting that's when I called for you guys to sell euro. Okay, and your stop above yesterday's high. So with this, let's see how far at least we can take our first profit. Okay, at the 50%, we will looking to take some profit off the table. So watch what I'm doing. Okay, between this high and that low, or measure this low to that high, whichever you use. No, not this one. If you're using this one, okay, you are looking for the 618. Let's do this. Okay, there. So if you use it this way, okay, you're looking for 618 there. That's your first target, because that's where in a range price can cause a reaction. But if you're using my style, which is this low and that high, then you're looking for 50%. Okay, they are all roughly at the same area. Okay, so whichever you want, whichever one you prefer, once price gets here, you're looking to take something off the table. Okay, now because price has rejected and is going up, if price decides to, because anything can happen in the market, if price decides to come back and it's coming back down, do not be scared. Okay, as long as it doesn't close below here, yeah, as long as it doesn't close below here, we are still fine. And I don't think price should come there either, because of this here and price rejecting. I don't think price should come back there, but in case it does, okay, Okay, until it closes below, you still hold on to your shorts. Only close the short if we do close below, and then wait. If it does give you a rejection back up again above this line, okay, then you sell again. All right, so let's carry on with, I know we already have a short on this one, and I think we did hit a TP1. If I'm not, let me double check. Or maybe not. I think we, no, not this one. Where is it? Okay, there it is. Yeah, there. So that was TP1. Okay, so you should have taken that off. I think I was asleep. No, that was yesterday. Yeah, I didn't hit it yesterday. I hit it early hours this morning. I was asleep. So you should have taken something off, and then the next target is down there. Okay, and let's jump on to news. So there's nothing to say on this. We just carry on with what we have. New Zealand dollar. Let's have a look at that one too. Yeah, so that one has also hit the first TP, so you should have taken that one off and then holding on to the rest to see if you're gonna hit the others. All right, so those two are the trades that we have, and then we've just added this to it. Okay, so the flip side of dollar, what the dollar is doing is just the opposite of this, what this one is doing, with a little bit of difference between the low that the dollar is running, this low here. That's the only difference, but it's same thing. Okay, and we did run this high and then a rejection, so that is your rejection pattern, and price dipped back inside this last up candle, and then we've seen price drop. Yesterday price found support. Remember our 4-hour range here, that's the last up candle, but if I put it there between that and that, price failed to close in, failed to close in, failed to close in. Now we've dipped inside. So with this, we are assured that if we measure this high to that low, at least the 618 retracement level will be possible. Yeah, 618 level, which is also something I might teach in future. Okay, that one, price should come here. If I do my one, we should find, by the way I apply it, unless I teach you, you might not understand it. Okay, so that's part of the market structure lessons. I'll teach that maybe today, you never know. All right, so same area, we're looking for price to retrace to. Okay, if you look on the daily, we are forming like a daily swing. So 1, 2, 3. So if we do close below, which is yesterday's low, then next week we can look for potential, right, move to come and take out this low, but that's yet to be seen. If we manage to close, because price can just come all the way down here and still reject and not close below. But if we do close below, that would be good. Yeah, something like this. If we close below, at least we expect to see another day bearish, which would be Monday. So let's keep that one. this, I do not like anything going on here, so we're just gonna leave it out. Okay, and the reason why we're leaving it out again is because of this. Okay, price action on that one is not clean, and I think what is going on, if I remember well when I was being taught, okay, when this pair is in consolidation, you want to see price action that is going on here. Which one is clean? If euro is clean and euro is dropping, then this pair is going to drop. If this one is clean, okay, and this one is dropping, then this thing is going to rally. All right, so that's why we are staying away from this pair, because if this pair is going to drop, it's going to take, or it's going to make this pair even more weaker. So when dollar is rallying, we want to be selling this particular pair, not that one. So keep that one aside. We're still not closing below the range. Yeah, we want to see a proper close, because everything has rejected back in. I've already given you a lesson on this one. Maybe with a consolidation, price will move one side, because after consolidation comes expansion. So price is going to move one side. So let's see if we get a close below this whole area. This pair, we did have a trade idea on there. Where is it? Yeah, and we did hit the first TP, so I hope most of you have already taken that one, and then we wait to see if we're gonna get to the second TP. Okay, on the hourly, we are going for, I think, a retracement. So if we do, we have not put in any 4-hour down candle, so on the hourly we do have a bit of down candles going on. If we reject and then we trade above any of these 1, 2, okay, at least the second one, if we trade above the second one, then you can place in a long again, protecting yourself with a down candle and looking for price to get up there. All right, UAN, that equal high has been left and price is retracing. So my set is that they are going to come back and run this equal high, so we have to find a place to take a long. So on the daily, it's coming for, okay, so stay vigilant, stay alert on this one, because it might, inside this area, okay, it might turn around. So between this low and that high, okay, inside in here, if I change this to OTE, okay, somewhere in there it might turn around and then push up. Okay, so be vigilant on this one. I personally like this. I like this one here. Okay, but to take out those equal high. Okay, so I'll draw and take a picture and stick it. I'm gonna take a picture and post it in the group. Let me annotate it. Actually, let's leave it like that. Let me leave it like that, and once it gets there, I'll set an alert. Okay, once it gets here, then I will see if we can get a rejection, and then we can go in. So copy that and post it, okay, in here. Okay, let's close that one and let's jump back in. Pound yen, just like they always do. Okay, they've run that high and it's rejecting. On the daily, today's Friday. Remember I said Thursdays usually will cause the high of the week, so I think that's what they've placed in. So we might see, I don't think price will go back up here again for the rest of the week, because that's the high of the week placed in. 1 2 3 4 5, that's the low of the week, so we might end up inside somewhere in here. But I do like this area here for possible trade next week for a continuation. So it's a daily level, so when price is coming back down, okay, we want to see a reaction, we want to see a rejection. Yeah, so it's not a 4-hour level, it's a daily level, so we want to see a rejection first. So just draw a line on this last down candle in here and leave it as it is. Next week you're gonna monitor that level, okay? So draw a line here and then leave it as it is. We're gonna monitor that level next week. At the moment, there's nothing, I don't see anything interesting on this pair, right? I'm not seeing anything interesting on this, so we're gonna leave that alone. Aussie yen. Aussie yen is approaching. It's approaching that level that someone wanted to run the June high, right? So that's the that's the level still there. Do I want to take it today? No, it's a Friday. I don't want to take this kind of trade. Maybe next week, Monday or Tuesday, because I want to see I want to see what this pair is going to do, because currently I'm bearish, right? So if I'm bearish, I don't want to be going long on it, because this is Aussie pair. I don't want to be going long on it. So if price does get here, it gives a rejection and you want to buy it, you can buy it with a stop loss down here. Okay, I personally will not send this out to people to buy it, yeah, but you're here. If you want to buy it, you can. This is the one I like, and I hope by now, if not taking something off, you should take something off. All right, this is where I want price to come to for this equal low. So let's see if price will get there. Once price gets to this equal low, take something off again. Okay, it runs this equal low, take something off again. On this, I'm still looking for a continuation to the upside. I'm still looking for a continuation to the upside. I don't think we're gonna run this high yet. We will, but not yet, because we have a higher high. Yeah, we have a high high, so we will not be running this yet. However, on the lower time frame, we need to hit a level that will cause this to go into some form of a retracement, and that level I'm looking for is this one here. Yeah, that last up candle. That's the level I want price to hit before we go into some form of a retracement. So that's what I'm looking for on this pair. So if you do get to that level, we hit it, and then you see a rejection pattern, you can sell short, okay, with the understanding that we will not be running this high yet. And the next downside where I like is here. So maybe this is the level I might consider for that long to go and take out this high. On the daily, however, we have this low. That's our daily. Let me remove some of these lines. Okay, so on the daily we have this low and we haven't formed a high yet. So in case we do come down, you want to measure, and I don't think it will come back down like that. It will probably do like a reaccumulation. So we have a down candle come back down, one candle come back down, and then the next day we trade back up above it again, because that will be a reaccumulation to break this high. Okay, so we will see how price will do today. For now, we are just up there. There's not a lot of pips to go from where we are. It's about 87, but your stop, which might, okay, I'm telling you now, might get tagged. Because we are so high there, okay, price can tag you off on this. Yeah, so if you want to catch this, I'm warning you in advance, you might get tagged off. But if you are not scared of being stopped out, then you can go for it to that level. Okay, and if you get stopped out, the next level is down here on the 4-hour, which is this one here. I don't think they should because of this down candle. Okay, and pound New Zealand, we have just hit the first target last night, early hours, so we hold on to the second target there. The actual trade was here, if I remember. The actual trade was from here to there. Okay, and we've just hit that first target. So that's the next upside objective there. Okay, that's the next upside objective. So those of you who are long, I hope you've taken most of your profit off, because price is very high. Okay, but if you do get retracement, that's what I had this level there for. I like that last down candle, so we can wait for some form of a rejection and then we continue to buy. Euro Aussie, yesterday I did give you something, a run below an old low into a down candle. I don't like where this down candle is, because this one did hit it. If I drop down below, I like this one better, if that's a word. Okay, I like that area there. So maybe run this low and then a rejection. So keep an eye on this. Let's delete that. Keep an eye on this and see if you see a rejection pattern. Okay, if you do see a rejection pattern, you can go ahead and be a buyer. So if you see something like this down candle, we trade above it with energy, and then we close on the next candle. You can buy and place your stop below the down candle in here. Okay, I think we are forming like a low in London. Okay, it's like we are forming a low in London. So if you see the rejection pattern, we close above. We've only got, I think, 2 minutes for this candle to close. So the next candle, if we trade above this and close above it, the next one, which is the 10 o'clock candle, you can buy this down candle, and then you target that, and then that one. Okay, but wait for that to form, don't just jump in. On this one, I did mention, if you are bold and you want to believe the manipulation, okay, then you buy where we are with a stop there, and then we look for upside objective. Okay, I want to see a 4-hour rejection. I want to see, so if I'm going to take this trade, okay, I want to see us close above this. I want to see price run up, close above it, because this is the last up candle, right? If they're able to run up and close above it, it will send, it's like it will send energy to attack this high. Okay, remember, last up candles protect price from going up, and then last down candles protect price from going down. So if this is going to break, we need some form of like a push. Okay, so if this candle will push with energy and close above this down candle, it's like it's trying to suffocate this last up candle. So then I'll confidently buy with my stop below this wick. So something like this. So if we do get, we've only got 59 minutes on this candle. If we do get this candle to push all the way up, close above it, I will buy this with my stop below this wick, and then I'll target I'll target this high as my first target. Okay, and then I'll target that as my second, and then I'll leave a piece on to see how far it's willing to go. Okay, so we've only got, on your 4-hour time frame, you've only got 58 minutes for this to go. So watch it and then see if it's gonna close above it. As soon as it does, boom, buy it, place your stop loss here. Okay, now let's get to these guys. We've run the body. Now let's see if we can run the wick. This is a weekly. This 1 2 3 4 5, that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Again, I'm going to teach you guys about these kind of moves, how the weekly buying forms as part of the market structure series. Okay, that's a weekly down candle. Okay, and we are coming inside it. That is the high, which that's the high, which where price paused, and then we dipped inside. If that doesn't support price, then the middle of this should support price. So if you divide this into 2, the middle of that should support price. So if I jump onto the weekly, you're going to see what I'm talking about. This one here. Yeah, the middle should support price. We've gone through the high and the open, so now we should find support at the middle. So let's see, let's get rid of that. Actually, for now, get rid of it, but it can act as resistance. Yeah, it's a weekly level, so it can act as resistance. If it drop, yeah, it acts as support, now acting as resistance, or the opposite. So our next downside objective is here. It's down there. Today is Friday, so we might cap the low of the week for here, and then I don't think so. Usually low doesn't form in Asia. I've not seen a low form. It's rare, okay, for a low to form in Asia. So maybe we can see another push to the downside on this one. Remember, the daily is printing down candles, right? So if we are bearish, or if we are super bearish on New Zealand dollar, chances are we are forming the high of the day, and then we will see a continuation to the downside. So what I usually say is, if you want to catch a trade that is moving without no pullback, you sell it, place your stop above previous day's high. Okay, so something like here, sell here, stop above there. If not, then just leave it and enjoy what you already have. This one, we are not touching it, we are not doing anything to it. If it starts showing us willingness to drop, let's remove all this stuff. Let me measure this last up candle, even though we didn't engulf it. Okay, so we've traded to the 127. It might just gradually grind down here. Yeah, with all this back and forth, you're just going to sit in some crazy back and forth. It's gonna take a long time, so maybe just sit out on this. We have other better. Yesterday I did make an analogy. Okay, you want to be catching the low hanging fruit trades. Okay, this thing is just a mess. All right. Okay, that's Aussie Cad. I think there's a bit of retracement on Cad. Let's have a look. Yeah, today Cad has dropped down as the weakest pair almost, and yen is up there, but on the weekly Cad is still strong. Bear with me, let me double check mine. Actually, let's do it on this one, my futures currencies, and let's see what Cad is up to. Okay, right, so Cad did run a previous day's high, a previous swing high on the daily, and it's rejecting. It did manage to close above it, and it's rejecting. Let's see on the 4-hour. If you do not have these, try and get all of them. Sometimes, again, I'll give you something on this one as well. Try and have all these on your chart as your watch list. price is rejecting, so I think we might get some weakness in CAD today. If this candle closes as it is, then I think we might get some weakness in CAD today, and it should drop down, back down into this range. So be mindful if you are on any CAD trade, there might be some possible retracement. Okay, so let's bring ourselves back to Aussie CAD. I should move all this business. I think we will get not terribly pushed up, but there will be some form of a retracement. We are still inside the 4-hour range. Yeah, we are still inside the 4-hour range. Okay, so we can trade to the 618. We can trade to the 618, and then probably price is gonna stall. Today being Friday. There. Okay, we can trade to the 618, and then price will just stall and not do anything. Or the CAD, the features that we just saw, can just scream down, and this can just blow through it and take out this high. Okay. So if you want, looking at what that futures is doing, you can place your, and you target that. Not a lot. Yeah, that's 20 pips. That's not low hanging fruit, so I wouldn't do that. Yeah, but it's there for the grab. 50% of this range, or the 618, and then maybe it can take out this high and come inside here, because the daily is overextended. What do I mean by overextended? We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive down candles. Okay, that's overextension, and then price can go into some form of a pullback into this last up candle again. All right, and this pair boy can do that. All right, that is possible. Okay, I myself, I'll watch it. I'll be watching it. I'll go back and check my CAD pairs and then see which one I might probably be interested in. I've just jumped ahead of myself. Let's go through them. Let's go into the weekly. Let's remove all this drawing. So we did close above it. Okay, okay, that's another lesson. I'll come on to that. We have closed back inside, but that's different. It's not a rejection, so it's different. Let's measure this high to that low, and then find 50%. And drop down to the weekly. We might continue going down, but because on the daily we are overextended, price can go in some form of a retracement first before a continuation to the downside. So sorry guys, that's my little boy. Once he wakes up in the morning, he does that. Always trying to show off yourself. Okay, so we might go into some form of retracement. Look what we have on the 4-hour. We do have that rejection pattern. So yeah, be mindful. We might go in some form of a retracement. Okay, so if I draw a line here. Okay, we wait for this candle to do what? To close. And then once this closes, then you can do this. We can do this. Into, we have a range high here. So between this high and that low, 50%. That's your first target. Give me a second, guys. All right. Okay, sorry for that. That's the king. The king is awake. When the king is awake, everyone has to bow. Sorry. Okay, so we do have a rejection in here, so maybe 50% of this range is possible. So between Aussie Cad and this one, I think this one is yet to move, so maybe focus on this, and then once we see that close, you can get 50% and hold on to some of it, because it can potentially go higher than that. Okay, so let's take a picture of this, and let me put some annotation on there. Okay, let's put that there. Let's put the first target. First target as a 50%. Okay. Yeah. So embarrassing, man. Stop it. Okay, so 50%, and then you hold on to some of it and see how far it's gonna go. But this is your TP. Last time I did call something like this and it just flew away. It went past 50%. It was this one here. Actually it was Aussie Cad. Hang on. Yeah, I think it was Aussie Cad. New Zealand Cad. Can't remember. I did call something like that, and then it just blew through. It went beyond that 50%. Okay, so hold on to some of it. If we do get the scenario, hold on to some of it, and then see how far this is gonna go. So I'm gonna take a picture again, and send it here. All right, and dollar CAD, I think this thing is gonna come. Okay, we're seeing we're gonna close inside. So if you want, okay, this is what you're gonna do with that weakness coming in the CAD. I personally will take a trade on this and look for, I'll wait for this candle to close. I don't know if it's gonna scream all the way up and close. Let's look on the hourly. The hourly has closed. Okay, it has closed above it. So maybe I'll just jump in and place my and then protect myself down here, and then target between this high and that low 50%, or between this high and that low I'll look for the 618 level. Okay, so if you are interested, I am just jumping in right now. I don't want to wait because it's just a trade that is, I should have probably looked at that when I saw the CAD, that CAD weakness coming in. Okay, there we go. Let's go on here and see what we can do. This is what London Open is all about. Potential setups when the low of the day has been formed. Alright, done. So let's see if we're gonna get that weakness in CAD, and then it carry us with the strength on dollar. Okay, I think today CAD will be weak and dollar will be strong. Okay, so we have two extremes, and we have those of you who are short New Zealand yen. Look at that, two extremes, perfect trade. Okay, CAD yen, if we do break this low, I'm all in. Yeah, I want this down candle to break. If that one breaks, or swing high potential forming, that will break this low, and then we will see at least a retracement to 50% of this range. Okay, so those of you who don't know that 50% strategy, go search for it, so we can have a potential trade back down here. All right, so if we do manage to close below this, I'll look for a sell with my stop above there, and I'll hold on to, that'll be my first target, and then I'll hold on to some and see if CAD is reversing. Okay, so that is the business. That's your first TP, and let's put some annotation on here. Okay, with a stop above there, and TP1 will be here. TP1 will be there, and boom. And then you hold on to some and see how far it's gonna go. So let's take a picture. Actually, I didn't. Below where? Below the line, green line. Wait for price to close below the green line before selling. that and post it here. Okay, that, and I think that's it. We are done going through all these pairs. So now is question, and once I finish the questions, then I'll drop in another institutional bomb. I'll drop in another institutional tip. So I'll wait for your questions or pair recommendations, and then I will. Okay, Marco is short Aussie Cad from 0.6, targeting 0.2. Let me copy this one. Aussie Cad, you're targeting this. Yeah, that's far away. That's fine. That's a swing trade. That's fine. You're not gonna be. This is just a retracement. It's not. You're not reversing. It's a retracement, and you're completely right. This is just a mess. So price will go straight down. But you've been in the market enough to know that price doesn't drop in a straight line. Okay. So the fact that price doesn't drop in a straight line means it can go in a retracement. So this could be a retracement, but ultimately I myself, that's where I will, if I get an entry, okay, I'll be looking for an entry, and if I do get an entry, this is all a mess, so I'll be looking for price to trade down here. Yeah, you do listen. So yeah, that's what I'll be looking for myself. Any other question? Any other pair? Let's have a look at gold and Bitcoin, because yesterday I did call, or the last time I did mention, for those of you who are interested in buying Bitcoin. What am I doing? There. Okay. It came, remember I said I was looking for price to come back and then scream up. It came back straight to that level there, hit it, and then boom, rejection, and scream forward. It went past where I was targeting as well. Okay, so we should see Bitcoin continue to push higher. Let's remove all this business for now. We do have a swing high in here. That weekly level is still up there, so I think that's where they are going to target. They've placed in equal high in here, so that could be a potential target. Let's have a look at our 4-hour structure. Okay, so we did run this low and that low and a rejection. Again, I'll teach you guys this one, and then price came back down for a retracement, and then it's pushing higher. So this is our current range, even though we are still inside this high and that low. Okay, if you learn this market structure that I'm teaching you guys, you will find amazing trades. Okay, this is an example of a range broken and price come back inside. Yeah, it didn't break, it was a stop run, and then price comes back inside. So we do have this range on the daily to play with, on the 4-hour, but because we have engineered equal high in here, I personally think I don't see anything in here. This down candle was the problem, but we've gone past it. Yeah, this down candle was a problem, we've gone past it. And this last up candle is not clean enough. It's not clean like this. if this up candle was clean like this, then I'll be worried up here, but it's not clean. Okay, look the difference between this and that. Okay, this one is not clean, therefore I'll be on the upside. So if you want to take a trade on this, wait for price to just trade above this down candle, because where we are now, we are inside a range. Okay, so wait for this range to close itself and say that, okay, I'm no more in this range, so that your stop loss can be below here. So something like this, and then you target, that is the equal high, that's the weekly high level that I'm looking for price to run. All right, so you target there. So that's Bitcoin. Let's have a look at gold. Yeah, so gold, like I mentioned yesterday, this down candle should hold price, right? So if I want to sell, that's where I'll be selling from, with my stop above the down candle here. Yeah, so if I want to sell, I'll be selling where we are with my stop above that. Dollar is turning around, so that will make it a good idea for the opposite to happen on gold, because dollar is going up, gold should go down, right? So let's see if you get something like that, for those of you interested. If this one stops here, then you have to wait for price to come all the way up here before you can take another sell, and your target would be this low, and then maybe this down candle. Yeah, there's 2 price points. So first target here, and then there. Is it gonna happen? You never know. So that's all, unless you have any other pair recommendation, then I think I'm done on the pairs. Okay, so if you're done, I'm gonna jump straight into lesson. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, I just sent the kid outside to go to his mom. Okay, so let's jump into, remind me when I'm going through this, sometimes I just get passionate, so I just fly through them. Okay, so try to remind me when what I say in terms of what I'm going to show you in the chat session. Okay, this time I do remember, but sometimes I might forget, so you pay attention when I say it and then remind me. Let's jump back to this one. Actually not this one, it was wait, let me find it. Okay, I can't find it now. Sorry, my bad. Next time I'll I'll write it down. I'm just trying to find. Let's talk about this for now. If I find it, I will show you guys. Consolidation. Okay, when price is in a consolidation, you always want to pay attention. Why? Because this is where everyone is not interested. Okay, look around. No one will talk about pound or euro pound. Why? Because it's in a consolidation. No one is interested. But trust me, this is where you want to get interested in this pair, because, and I'll give you why. When this pair is in a not just this pair, any pair, when it's in a consolidation, your job, okay, is to find out where price should go. Okay, your job is to find out where. Sometimes it will be easy to find out because you look on the daily time frame, and your daily will tell you that we are pushing higher, and therefore when we are in a consolidation, price is going to continue going higher. So you buy with the expectation that we'll be going higher. So if you do get a fake out, let's say we are expecting price to go higher, if you get a fake out to the downside, you're looking for a rejection below the consolidation, and then you'll be looking for upside objectives. So when we are in a consolidation like this, you want to be paying attention, because this is where they are making business. Okay, when price is in a consolidation like this, that's when they are making business. It's like a group of people who have come together and conspiring on, okay, which side should we take the market, because there's going to be a large move. Okay, there's going to be a large move, so people have come together and like talking to themselves, okay, which side are we going to take the market. It's just an analogy, it's not how it is. It's just me trying to show you how you understand the consolidation. So if we come together and we talk to ourselves and say, okay, I think we're gonna short, we're gonna send it down. Okay, so if we're gonna send it down, how do we do it? Because we have so much money that we need the down money. We need those who don't know what they're doing, we need them on the other side. So if you're going to do that, then what would be nice is, if you're going to go down, why don't we send it up so that they will chase it, and then when they chase it, we have the buyers. When they buy, they will be selling to us, so we will be taking that sell, and then those who will be selling, okay, they will place their stop losses down here. So once we go against them, those will become another sell order for us. Okay, and then they will talk to themselves, and then as soon as you see price break out like this, rejection, that's your tip off that they want to send price down. Okay, so when you see price in a consolidation, always pay attention, because there is going to be a move. It can be up, it can be down. Your job is to find out where. So most of the time you want to use the higher time frame, which is the daily or weekly, and then find out where those time frames are moving, where price is moving on those time frames. Once you're able to determine the direction of the higher time frame, when price is in a consolidation, you have, I'll say, 70% of your job done. All you're waiting for is the fake move. Okay, so there's going to be a fake move and then a rejection, and then once you see the rejection, you can start selling or you can start buying. So I'll give you a couple of examples. So you see how they do this, and the consolidation is not always going to be perfect like this. Yeah, sometimes it could be something like this, something like this, or it could be something like that. Yeah, it doesn't move down, up, down, but it moves in a tight little move to the downside. That is also consolidation. And then all of a sudden you see a spike up and then a rejection, right? So that is that. Let's see if I can show you examples. New Zealand Cad is an example of it. Something like this. This is on the 4-hour. Okay, so price is in a consolidation, and then all of a sudden you see boom, price push up, rejection. That is your tip off. And this is a 4-hour time frame, so there's a lot of move to, that's why you see this prolonged move to the downside, because it's a high time frame consolidation. If you go on the daily, you see we spend a lot of time here, right, in this tight consolidation, and then we have boom, price push up and then a rejection. If you guys remember, back in June I gave a short on this one. That's what I was looking for. Okay, we were in a tight consolidation and then price faked out on the upside. Yeah, we had this fake out on the upside and price rejected. So with that rejection, that's what gave me the hint that they want to send price down. But I think I went in, or we went in too early, and they went up again and formed another consolidation up there, and then did the same thing. Okay, move up, rejection, and then we continue going down. If you, another same thing in here, this is not a good up movement. It's like a retail got a name for this, ascending triangle or something like that. I don't know what they call it. Yeah, you can see the highs are not doing anything, but it's like it's climbing up. Yeah, that's another consolidation. Okay, that's a consolidation, and then a fake move to the downside, and then we push up. Yeah, another one in here, consolidation, consolidation, a fake move to the upside, rejection, and then we went down forever. Yeah, you go in the chart and then find examples yourself. Okay, I've given you the framework. Consolidation, you want to find out where price should go on the higher time frame. In this case, we were expecting price to continue going down. Okay, so if you're expecting price to continue going to reverse, so if you are consolidating, your mindset will be, okay, I'm expecting a fake move to the upside and a rejection to the downside. Yeah, and that's what we had. So that will bring us to the end of our the end of our lesson. The other lesson I wanted to give was regarding this. Was regarding how I use my my fib. You know, I've always got 50, so I've got 0, 25, 50, 75, and 1. I'll do that hopefully next week. All right, that's what I needed to remember. I'll write it down and then I'll do that next week. Okay, so thank you for coming. If you do not have anything to ask, thank you for coming, and then I will see you guys Monday. If you do have any question, feel free to send it to me, and then I will do my best to answer it for you. If not, then just wait for price to come to you. With the trades that we have, just have them, keep them. If it stops you out, do not chase it, do not sweat. There's always going to be trades. Okay, so take care, and then enjoy the rest of your day.